Right, behind this door we've got something special to show you, so let's go and have a look. Before we talk about the boat, I'd just like to thank everybody for subscribing and watching our channel. Hope everybody's enjoyed it and all had a great, fantastic Christmas and all looking forward to a good new year next year. So I'm sure most of you can remember this boat. It was just about coming up to 2 years old. It hadn't actually done anything in that 2-year period really. They spent most of the time trying to do the fit out, having some basic engineering done. The steelwork looked okay. In the water, obviously, I couldn't see what was behind and what paint had been used. It was quite a reputable shell builder, so I made an offer on the boat and that was accepted. There was quite a lot of pitting for a fairly new boat, which we'd done quite a lot of talking about on a previous video. It was always our intention to shot blast it back to white steel anyway and put our signature sort of epoxy system on. The pitting didn't really make a lot of difference to us. It actually helped show on the videos the importance of blacking. Ideally, yes, when you're selling a boat, you don't want to see any signs of any pitting on a nearly new boat. But the process we've used, we've shot blasted to SA 2.5 again. And because I know there's pitting on there, I've gone well over the top with the epoxy system. I think on one of the previous videos, again, we measured this. There was a good average of about 450 microns. In certain areas where I knew the pitting was bad, we went up over 500 microns. And then since then, I've put 2 more extra coats of the epoxy on, just to be bout and braces, and more so because surveyors may look at it in 5 or 6 years when it comes out the water, see some signs of pitting, and then they'll start wanting to investigate more and whatever. There's probably 700 microns plus of epoxy now at least, so that should be good for 10 years easy. 5 or 6 years, take it out, give it a clean, give it a sand down and put another coat of epoxy, and it should be able to go for another 5 or 6 years. So yes, there is some small pitting there from day one, but it's not, now it's epoxy coated, it's not going to affect the longevity of the painting or the steel work. It's actually better really because those pits now are full of epoxy. So probably in some of the pits, you've probably got over nearly 2 mil of paint in there. We've done the same on the superstructure. So we put our high build primers on, we've put our finishing primers, then we've put our colours, and then we've put like a clear coat to give it that extra bit of shine and just protects all the colours. It even takes the sharpness off the edges, so when you feel coach lines, if you know one that's been hand painted, they're all you can feel a lip. Whereas this, it's been all sanded back, and then we put a coat of clear polyurethane, and it just loses all the edges, all the sharpness. We took a bit of a risk going with a really sort of modern colour scheme, but I think it's worked. Looks really nice, I'm really pleased with it. Under gunnel, we've gone for like more of a matte black finish, just so if it does get damaged, I mean it is always going to get damaged on these areas, so especially with this design, this was actually built as a Birmingham square, so instead of having a slight tumble home on this area here, it is dead upright, dead straight, so it will get knocked slightly more. So again, that was my thinking behind going for the matte black, very easy to touch up. The Birmingham square gives you a feeling of a bit more space inside. A lot of the traditional boats were built that way. It's not seen as much as it used to be, but it's still quite a nice feature. We put the black windows to match the lines and the black on there. Even the windows were only single glazed. So we did think about keeping them, but I just couldn't do it. Everybody wants double glazed now, so we ripped out the windows. We've put in new double glazed windows. Obviously the linings for the windows then, they were like a composite, plasticky sort of material, which looked a bit cheap and nasty to be fair. So we've replaced those with some nice tulip wood, which is going to be painted. We have gone to town on this boat. We spent a lot of extra time and money that we didn't envisage, but once we start a project, If it's not right, it's got to be redone. The engineering was very under spec to what we're used to. The painting in there was pretty much non-existent. So unfortunately, we had to literally strip the engine room out totally and start again in there, which is why this project's lasted a lot longer than anticipated. But to do the job properly, you know, we do these videos, we're telling people that we do it right. We couldn't then just slap a bit of paint over the top of some rusty old steel and do it that way. So we took the engine out, we took the clarifier out. The clarifier was literally just held on by some wood screws into the pieces of timber stuck onto the swim. The weight in a clarifier, as soon as you hit a lock gate or hit something else, you know, likely you just snap the screws and just start moving, then you'll have problems with your plumbing and stuff. So again, you know, we had no choice but to take that out, so to take it out and start again. The heating, which, you know, all looked reasonably done. Under close inspection, this was one of these Chinese heaters, which I'm not knocking because we've not dealt with them. I wouldn't like to say they're any good or they're not. I'm sure they have their purpose sort of in caravans and motorhomes maybe, but if you're going to live on board or something, and if we've got to warranty it for, you know, 12 months, we wanted peace of mind that the kit in there is what we always use. So we've swapped that for a Basto unit. So it's got a brand new heater in there, like I say, brand new windows. The engine was good, to be fair. That was a Barris Shire 38, which is a really good solid engine, so, you know, that was fine. The gas, quite luckily, a good old friend of mine, Clive Mant, fantastic engineer, he done all the gas on the boat, so he's more than happy with that. So yeah, thanks to Clive for that. The guy who I bought it off, he was actually an electrician, so all the main wiring, the 12-volt stuff inside, very good. That was all fine. Everything from the 12-volt side into the engine room, or your inverter, your chargers, all that's new. We put solar panels on, solar charger on there, obviously. So yeah, the whole electrical system, AGM batteries, even put a new start battery on there because obviously that's been lingering around for quite a while. So there really has been no expense spared on the engineering and painting. We've done pretty much everything. You're not going to get any closer to a brand new boat than this. A 57-foot semi-trad sort of boat to this sort of standard with what's inside, you know, we'd probably be looking at 200k. This one at about 125 is going to be an absolute bargain for somebody. So yeah, starting in the galley, so we've got reverse layout, which is probably the most popular now. We've got some electrics in the corner there, which is going to be boxed in, and then we're going to finish the splashbacks. I might put another either shelving or cupboard space in there just to give you a little bit extra as well. The gas is all in and working, as I said, all clean, nice Bosch appliances. You've got a microwave there, fridge. If somebody wanted, we got the dinette as well, so we could quite easily put one of the chest freezers in there if you wanted an extra freezer. Like I said, these are the new liners, so it's had new windows, got nice tulip wood liners which are all going to be painted again. And we're going to paint the whole boat throughout again, just to give it a bit more of a nicer finish. It's not bad, to be fair. They've done quite a nice job. You've got 2 single dinettes after the galley, which is quite a good idea. So they can make up 2 single beds, or there's actually some boards as well that can make up into a big double bed. All the upholstery's already done for you. We've got a canopy at the back. We've got a lovely sofa bed. Really good design. I think that's from Sofa Bed Barn, which are very popular now. You've got a lot of extras. Things like your ropes, your fenders, mooring pins, hammers. He had a lot of extra bits sort of on the boat because his plan was to sort of use the boat, but he never got that far. These tables, they're quite interesting for the kids, but what we're also going to do is make 2 nice solid oak ones, so that you'll have some nice oak tables, and if somebody's got children who wants it and wants these as well, you can have these as well. It's an interesting design with the 2 single dinettes, one we've used quite a bit, to be fair. Again, it's a good quality ambience flooring, which looks quite nice, goes well with the colours. I do feel that, you know, it wouldn't hurt just to get some new galley doors, maybe some nice sort of shiny, glossy doors, easy to clean, easy to wipe down. So we're gonna spend a bit more money on it, putting new doors and handles on. And again, look, you know, there's bread bins, there's all the tea and coffee, the nice kettle, never been used. So there's just little extras that are going to come with this boat that, you know, you would have to spend a lot of extra money to do it yourself. Don't get me wrong, some people may want to just chuck everything out and start again. But, you know, if you don't and you want a boat that you can literally put on the water and sail away, then this is a boat for you. The radiators are not your standard plain white radiators. Quite a nice feature. And then we've got a decent sized TV with a digital aerial. There's also Wi-Fi on the boat. Pretty much you can be totally ready to go. Your Wi-Fi connection just needs a SIM card. TV is, like I say, on a digital aerial, so that all works. So again, you know, everything you need on this boat is going to be on it and ready just to sail away. So moving on to the bathroom. So we've got a walk-through bathroom, which again is probably the most popular design we do. Quite like this design with two doors on the same side, because it gives you a lot of feeling of space. So it is a very spacious bathroom, to be fair. Nice stylish radiator again, nice clean looking porcelain toilet. Small bath, not seen very often, but you know, I mean, some people, you know, would really like a bath on a boat. You've got the shower as well, so yeah, everybody's different, but it's nice to have the option of a small bath. It's got a little seat in it, so you can sit there and just wash and bath quite easily. So, you know, nice little feature, and it doesn't take up that much more room, to be fair, than a shower. We've managed to put pumps and stuff all underneath the bath, so, you know, it's not wasted any space in here. It really is very spacious. You know, it's nice to have a bit of elbow room once you get out the bath and go into the bedroom. But let's go and have a look. So before we start on the bedroom, these cushions, I'll just explain, these are for the two single dinettes, so all upholstered to match, so even the bedding matches the dinettes, which is very nice. I say upholstery is not cheap, so that's all included in the price of this boat, so everything's all done and finished. Somebody is really going to get a good bargain here. You've got the slatted bed mattress. There is a tank under there, like I said, but there is some extra storage as well under there. Not easy to get at, so it'd be more long-term storage. But if somebody wanted easier storage, I'm sure we could make a drawer at the bottom of the bed that pulled out. So, you know, there is still, if somebody was to buy it fairly quick before I put it onto the water, then we can still do extra work. You've got a nice overhead cupboard there. There's even a socket in there with USB port as well, so that's good. Reading lights as well for in the bed, that's nice and handy. There's also an extension that pulls out, and that pulls across and that drops in to extend the bed, so you have got that option as well. And then we've got two wardrobes towards the bow of the boat. Also included, obviously, there's a TV in the bedroom, so if you'd like to watch a bit of TV at night, or if you're feeling a bit rough in the day, you know, you can always get a bit of peace and quiet. So yeah, here we are out on the bow of the boat. So we've got a nice big bow locker there. And then you've got quite a nice bit of space here. There is no canopy at the front at the moment, but there is a full pram cover at the stern. We've got some nice little spotlights, obviously the horn there as well. So yeah, there's really is a lot on the boat that will save a lot of money that you've got to buy extras. Even on our full bespoke range, there's always bits that you get at the end, but this boat will come ready to cruise. Right, so that shows you pretty much the inside and the outside of the boat. I'm sure you can appreciate the work that's gone into it to get it up to this standard again. And like I say, we still haven't finished. We're still doing more work to it to get it up to the standard we want. If we was to build one fully bespoke to this sort of standard, this sort of layout, we'd be looking at sort of £200,000. So at 125 grand, it really is a bargain. That is the price you'll pay plus the transport. So you're going to get a lot of extra bits that, you know, most boats you have to pay extra for. But we have put so much more effort than I realised that we was going to have to do. I'm happy to sort of guarantee all the work that we've done for a 12-month period. So if you are interested in buying this boat or coming to view this boat, please get in touch with us, email or give us a ring, or even comment on the page, and we'll get back in touch and we'll see what we can do.